Okay, well.
2,
You need one of those little action
1.
things. Let's make one.
Action.
Welcome to the year in review from Geek-Is-Us here at the South Center. Oh my gosh, South Hill Mall.
What? We're reviewing the year.
We're reviewing the year at the end. That's the idea for today.
At the end of what?
We are professional at this. Have you not noticed that?
The end of what?
The end of the year. So it's been 56 weeks since the start of this year, and we're on the
56
last
weeks.
days. Yeah,
There's 56 weeks in a year.
something like that, right?
Yeah.
It's
So
only
let's
52.
count
Oh.
that again.
Close enough.
Did we just add a whole month to the whole year?
We can. We'll call it Geek Month. Geekuary. As always.
I'm just gonna stare at you this whole video.
Are you?
Just awkwardly the whole time.
It's kinky. I'm Geek.
I'm Hyperlink.
Hyperlink. So this is gonna be a little bit different than most of our other videos. Kind of be going how our year went, what's changed, and what y'all can look forward to for the upcoming 2018 new year, new us, all that fun stuff.
Sure, it's 2018.
Yeah, there's 56 weeks in 2018.
Okay.
So we didn't really touch too much on it last time, but for those of you who don't know, this is Hyperlink, and this is my business partner. You usually don't
can
see
call
him
me
around
Steven.
too much,
If you want to.
if you want to call him whatever you want to call him. So Steven, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do in this magnificent empire of ours?
What do I do in this magnificent empire of ours?
Yes.
What I do is I am pretty much in charge of all the operations. So I make sure, and technology. So I make sure the website runs.
Sorry.
Okay, we had
You could be
a
mad
little
at
bit
him
of
now.
a little bit of some issues this last month. I also do the accounting and basically day to day not really keeping the shop running, because that's kind of what you do. You're here every single day, but I just make sure that as a whole
That we have a roof
function.
over our
We have a
head.
roof over our head, and we function, and yeah.
It's a bit of behind the scenes, but you've been appearing up a little bit more and showing your face out there to the world. I'm so proud of you. Thank you.
Thanks.
So
Apparently it's a
it's a beautiful face.
magnificent, beautiful face.
Yeah.
You know, moisturize.
I'd smack the crap out of it.
Thank you.
Anyways, so everybody, that's Hyperlink. Next, I'm going to go off cue here a little bit, and I just want to say thank you to everybody who has ever supported Geek-Is-Us in this past year and the years before. None of this is possible without all of you all. So no matter what you've done, if you've come to the shop, if you've retweeted a tweet, liked a Facebook post, any support that you show us is much appreciated. So from Hyperlink and myself, thank you. Give yourself a hand. No hands?
I give myself the hand.
We'll give each other hands. Okay, anyways. So the year in review. Let's step back and before we open up this magnificent empire of ours,
Oh, you want to go back that far?
back that far to before May of 2017.
It was way back before that. It was
Back in my days.
January 2014.
14? Yeah.
Yes. Where I came over and he sat me down on his parents' couch.
Wait, I had a
What'd you have?
a thing. What do you call it when it's like
Thing.
describe something for something? Anyways,
An epiphany,
so
light
not
bulb.
an epiphany, not a light bulb. So here's how it worked out. Me and Steven conceived Geek-Is-Us on my parents' couch.
But that's what I was just trying to say.
But that just made it sound more better.
More better.
Or better.
More better. Okay, screw all of you. More better is a legit term. Anyways, so before we conceived
Continue with your story.
this magnificent empire of ours, what did you do before?
What did I do before?
Yeah, what were you doing with life before that?
How long ago before are we going? Like pre-2014?
Let's just say before we opened the shop.
Because I was born at one point.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
Then I went to school.
must be nice.
Yeah.
And
And then I think I graduated. After that, we did something down in California for like 4 years.
rah.
Simplify. And then I got out
Mm-hmm.
and had a life. And went to I went to school. There we go. I went to school.
Yeah, didn't you graduate from there too?
Then I graduated from there. Yeah. So we're going what, 7 different things here. Anyways, then I went back to school.
That was dumb.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I left school. Well, I graduated. Got my AA.
So you went to school, you graduated, then you left school.
Yeah. And I took a year off, got a job at a hotel, and then I went back to school, got my bachelor's degree, and then magically Geek-Is-Us appeared. Magically, just like that.
Magnificent Empire just magically popped up.
Magically just popped out of nowhere. Someone just is like, here you go. Here's a shop.
I like it.
That's what I did before Geek-Is-Us.
Very nice. So, this is kind of for both of us, but what is it like running a shop?
What did you do before?
Ah, you want to know?
You just want to skip over?
I like told
Apparently,
everybody.
I'm the only one that has to answer
Okay,
questions here.
so let's see. I was born, and then I kind of went to
Naturally.
school.
Were you born or were you grown? Like in test tube.
I don't know. Good question. Sometimes I think like aliens just, here you go, have fun.
Oh, don't let Simon go down.
Starting
the
off at
alien
like level 1, and like you have to like gain experience to gain to the next level, find items
path. I'm
in the
still
world.
on level 2.
Oh yeah, well I'm on like level 28, I think. I don't know.
28?
Yeah,
How many levels are there?
like until you die. Duh.
It's rad. It just keeps going up and up and
First
up. and up
18
and up.
years is like a tutorial, and after that it's just bullcrap. And anyways, so yeah, then we did that thing in California.
Still skipped over his question.
I did not. I was.
You
what
were
did I do
born and that
before?
was it.
I was born, kind of went to school.
Okay, thank you.
I said that.
Oh, okay.
And then we did that thing in California for 4 years. And then I got out. Oh, and then I moved to Virginia for a while, which
Yeah,
was
he just like left me and
poof.
went off and did his
That
own
was
thing.
interesting.
And, yeah.
met some.
Oh, we're not supposed to wave at people off the camera. That's the weather woman.
That's the other weather. I thought one was weather and one was sports.
Oh,
Can I be sports? Sports.
Or traffic, I don't know.
traffic.
Sports and traffic combo.
And then, let's see, we came back here. And then,
That's when you pitched the idea.
yeah, that's when we conceived on my parents' couch. And then, a few years later, poof, magically,
Magically.
poof, here we are.
Magically.
I love it. Can we move on now?
We can move on.
Okay,
Now.
so-
The moral of the story is we had 9 to 5 jobs before
Yeah,
we did this.
Pretty much, and we conceived on my parents' couch. So, after we've conceived this magnificent empire on my
Still good choices of words there.
parents'
anyways.
couch, what was the first step that we did? Well, we started a website. And we jumped from a couple platforms.
We did. We started out with one of those where you paid to pay someone to have it built, basically. Like we built it, but we built a website builder. And we moved on to one where we built ourselves and eventually morphed into what you now see today. In fact, there's a picture on the computer still
Uh-oh.
of our original logo
Oh,
from
really?
back then. Yeah. If I can find it, I'll throw it up in the video.
Yeah, throw it up
but it's
on-
the original glasses before it became this magnificent beauty work of art.
Creeper.
It's actually kind of funny to look at and just to see. I was going through the computer one day and I found it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is like the first rough draft of our logo. And just to look back at the very, very, very beginning, like this is like the first week after the idea was created, and the nostalgia just came out. I
Love
guess
it.
is the best way to put that.
Do you remember
And-
what our first product was?
No,
T-shirts.
was it? Oh, the Geek T-shirts.
Our first product was the Geek T-shirts, which are now like a collectible item that people are begging us for.
Speaking of the Geek T-shirts,
Uh-oh.
people have been probably wondering why there's a shirt sitting over here.
Maybe.
Or you can kind of see something popping out there. Probably wondering what that is. We are attempting to make our own T-shirts.
Whoop, whoop.
Do you want me to show them how far we've gotten? Or do you-
It's the year end. Let's give him a laugh. This is
So,
Steven with Arts and Crafts, everybody.
So our first shirts that we got, we paid a professional to make them.
There's a reason why they're professional.
They're the reason why they're professional. And so we were going to talk about it later, but I figure this is a good
I like it.
good
It rolls.
Yeah. Anyways, so one of our goals going forward into the next year is to make our own shirts here in shop, instead of having to always order them from a distributor and worry about shipping and them out of stock and not anything like that. So we have a screen printing machine, and we attempted to make a T-shirt, and so. Do we have the other shirt to show what the difference is? I'll throw it up on the.
Throw it up on the
yeah.
end or whatever. So, actually, okay, from
Okay,
far
from
away.
here it looks pretty
Let me
good.
see. I'll give everybody a quick little. But once you get up close and personal to it, how's that? Can you
Cuts
see
off
it?
like half the words. Yeah, you can see it.
So you tried sticker, I think, is in order for
Yeah,
you.
definitely throw a sticker up on that. So we had our first product was a For the Geek in All of Us t-shirt, which looked almost like that, but three
Much
times
better.
as big and way better quality, which we sold to use to buy some of our other initial products.
Remember our first products
Our
after
first
the
actual
t-shirts?
like distributor products.
Mhm.
Apparently, I don't remember anything from back then.
It was. I remember the biggest thing that we had that I thought was coolest was the Heroes of the Storm mystery minis.
Yes,
Yeah.
those things. I have one on my desk.
Do you?
I have the Raynar one.
I think I have stitches on my cubby thing. Yeah, that was like
Yeah.
our first thing that I opened
First
out of one of
real
our boxes. I was
products.
like, we're legit. We have real products now, guys. Look.
Do we have the Tetris lamp at that point yet, or is that
I think that came shortly
a few
after.
months later? Yeah, we had a
but-
Tetris lamp. We started with only a couple products and a website, and through a lot of support.
A lot of support.
Yeah, and a lot of
love.
love. We now have this. Anyways, moving forward. After we did that for 3 years,
3
almost.
years.
Almost 3 years, like 2.5 ish.
It's about the ending of 2016.
It was the start of year 3
Mhm.
because we had a plan for in year 3 we were going to need to do something because we
We had to reevaluate.
reevaluate how we were going to continue with the business and the growth, and because we started so small, it seemed like a good point to reevaluate. And we January-ish, actually year 3.
Yep.
We was down visiting him, and I was like, "You could not walk through your apartment.
Oh,
It was
I had
awful.
the castle of boxes.
Every hallway, closet, any space was full of products in boxes, and
There was one main path that took you to each room, and everything else was just product.
yeah,
stacked
product everywhere.
I mean, it's kind of how we had to do it. It was beautiful, though.
So that's when we
So he's like, well, I think it's time we reevaluate.
we definitely reevaluated at that point, and that's where we came up with the idea of moving into a storefront, a shop. I think it initially started out as having like a mini warehouse, and then that idea morphed into, if we're going to have a place where we're storing our product that we have to pay rent for and everything, and why not sell product out of it as well? And that's how the shop idea came to be. And we went hunting. We went to
3
what was it?
places?
3 places.
3 places.
And
That was hunting.
was very very interesting seeing some of those
Yeah.
other places. Yeah, we looked at South Center. We looked
Took a
up what was we looked here at South Hill.
And then we look at one in Auburn, too.
That was it. I thought I can't remember what the name of the
I
third
don't
one
remember.
was. Anyways, there was a third option in
It was
there.
that great.
But this seemed to be the appropriate, South Hill Mall seemed to be the appropriate size for where we were as a company. And we began looking for units and settled upon the unit that we're in now.
So,
But do you remember what it looked like?
yes, this well, okay, when we first walked in, he's going to throw up some pictures later on as well. It used to be an old coffee shop about 2 years ago, I think they said.
Yeah.
It used to be an old coffee shop, and they were using it as a storage unit, essentially. So you had all, like, the mall's chairs and tables and decoration, all kinds of just weird stuff in here. So when they showed it to us, he's like, okay, well, it's packed, but imagine it empty. And we're like, okay. Had like these puke green walls on one side and like these blood red walls
On
over
the other
here.
side,
It was
oh
just
my gosh.
hardwood floors, which was
Oh.
kind of nice, but they were like half broken, half
There's
cracked.
no power on in this unit,
there was
so
no-
it's like
yeah.
pitch black, and we're trying to picture
We have our
it
cell
empty.
phone,
Yeah,
we have our cell
phones
phone lights like
around.
walking around.
We were trying. It was actually right here because we're trying to what's this back room over
Yeah.
here? We're like climbing over like stuff, trying to get back here and look with like a little mini flashlight. Oh goodness!
But we had a pretty solid imagination, and we're like, okay, well, if we actually took everything out, there's a bit of space in here.
Yeah, we can make it work. Remember
So-
the floor?
Yeah, the hardwood floor, or it was like half tile, half hardwood, and like half of it was cracked, half of it was just all over
Oh,
the
yes.
place.
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was
you could
bad.
tell it hadn't been used for a
It
while.
needed a little bit of work when we came in. But
So, with our handy dandy tools from a toolbox and some blood, sweat, and tears,
literally blood, sweat,
yeah.
and tears.
we
All of them. Because I think I hit myself with something. And I was like, I'm not crying.
or no, I was like trying to unscoop the tile off the
Yeah.
floor, and it was like, ping, and your whole hand just starts
yeah.
vibrating. You're like,
That's what it was. But it cut my hand too somehow. I don't know.
terrible.
Yeah. Anyways,
Again, all these pictures we'll show you, but
we got a lot of them.
so we literally came in here. They took everything out. We kind of got to work. We took up the floor. We did a lot of things. Obviously, we had some.
We did a lot of
professional-
things there. Good job, Trump.
Thank
Big
you.
words.
Yeah. Okay. We had to have some professional help, obviously, and we will get a video and take you guys on a grand tour of the shop. But a lot of love and care went back into this place, and now we're here today,
We are here today.
sitting here making a video about talking about what we did before that.
Yeah, and I'll show a picture of all of the before and afters so you guys can see all those. All right.
That was pretty much the opening of the shop, and then we had the grand opening. You know what? One of my favorite memories, actually, real quick, was when we were in here and we were setting up like the shelving and the inventory and everything. And I think we had just taken down the paper off the glass so people could actually see inside, and we just had
People
a picture of the face with a coming soon sign underneath. That was it. Nobody knew, or it's a Geek-Is-Us too, but that was it. Nobody else knew what we were. And people were at the door, like, face on the glass.
What's this in here?
What's in here, Like, and you know what? Some of those people come to the shop every week
do.
still. And, that just, that's my warm and fuzzies right
We actually had, I don't know if you were out here. It was yesterday. It might have been the back. I was helping a lady over by the pop wall. And she's like, "Do you remember us?" And I was like,
Oops.
And she goes, "It's like we were one of the first people to like look into your shop, and we were all excited about it. It's like you guys were just putting the shelves up."
Yeah. See what I mean?
Yeah, it was
It's
cool
pretty
to have
cool.
people come back that were watching it be built and to see what it looks like now.
And come in and enjoy it.
Yeah, and I said the biggest learning curve for me, at least once we opened, was actually arranging products. You think that that's like the simplest thing. It's like you get the business open, that'd be really hard. You got to do the construction, that'd be really hard, and the finances would be hard, and the technology is going to be all that was simple. Like because we use Square.
That was all
here.
done on a computer.
Yeah, it's all done on a
Except
computer.
for the
We use
construction.
Square for our POS, so everything just was here, ready to go. And then, but when we started putting the shelves up and doing the product, I was like, I don't. What are we gonna do with all that? Like, where do we put it all? Do we face it like this? We face it like that?
I think we had set up about 5 or 6 different times before
did.
we finally was like, all right, well, this is going to work. So
And
we'll
then
do
we
this
changed
way.
it again
Yeah.
after.
And then after grand opening, I was like, okay, that didn't work. Let's try this now.
People are having troubles, and they're just not walking all the way through. Let's create flow. And I think that's what I said one day. I was like, we need to create flow.
Like, sure, we'll just put it.
Not like the commercial flow,
No.
but like flow through the shop. And so we rearranged a few different times. And I'd say that was the biggest learning curve for me. And I don't know what was for you.
Biggest learning curve for me was actually trying to figure out how to operate that damn Square system of yours.
Square
Just
system.
kidding. That was actually pretty easy. Before we had opened, I hadn't really been in a job where I was interacting with people constantly, like face to face on a daily basis. I think I'm a pretty decent people person though, but it was just opening that back up again.
Yeah, I remember some of the first people you talked to.
Yeah. So I think it was just kind of opening that back up again.
Guys need help? Huh? Help? Okay, no.
I was motivated. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, and then May of 2017, the doors open. We had the big old sign outside out there by the Applebee's. It was lit up.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember our tweet or not. It said, I told you one day you'll see our name up in the lights, and literally there it was. Geek-Is-Us now open, all lit
As
up.
lighty as it
Man,
can get.
that was right after that lady had hit my car, and my car's in the shop, and I was walking into the shop every day. And I remember the first time I walked and I was crossing the highway and I just like looked up for whatever reason and poof, there it is.
Like
And I was like,
base.
I started like taking pictures like, Steven, look. And you're like, cool. Anyways.
Yeah, I made sure
You're
it was
like,
put up there.
yeah, you're like, I knew that was going to happen. I was like, well, fine. Be that way. And I'd say that's pretty much the shop opening.
That was a shop opening. Yeah.
Yeah. We had the grand opening.
So
That
I
was
look around now.
pretty cool. And it's
all
changed
different.
every time. I mean,
Yeah, it's very different.
we used to have the Gundams over there, the Pops back here. That was all something different, you know.
Got pictures of all
Not
of
that
it,
y'all can
so.
see right now, but we'll show you later. What is it like running a shop?
You can answer that question the best, I believe.
Well, yes and no. So I deal with him on a daily basis, and for those of you who don't know, Steven's a interesting guy to be around.
I'm glorious to be around.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes yes. It doesn't feel like work. Like you wake up and you go to your job, you hate your boss, you hate your employees that you work with, or whatever. You're not happy doing whatever. It's just like, well, whatever. It's paying the bills and I'm getting by, so on and so forth. This is something that I love doing, and I love everything that's around me constantly every day. There are some rough times though.
There are. I mean, because you got to think about it. Like, you're not just showing up and, just getting a paycheck, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you are responsible for absolutely everything that happens.
You're like
within
carrying
the walls here.
Like carrying the baby. And
Carrying the
sometimes
baby.
you drop the baby.
Sometimes, well, hopefully you don't just drop the baby. That's bad.
Maybe not drop. You kind of catch it real quick, but it fumbles a little bit. It happens.
It fumbles.
Maybe we shouldn't be. Anyways,
Remind me never to have you ever hold a child that
Noted.
I ever have.
noted.
What'd you do
You'll
with
be
it? I
like-
just fumbled it a little bit.
Didn't drop it though.
It's
It didn't drop it
Didn't
though.
hit
It
the
didn't hit the
ground.
ground. That one hit the ground though. 3-second rule. It's okay. But all in all, running the shop is it's hard, but it's fun, and it's probably the hardest
It's
thing.
hard, but you feel good when
Yeah.
you work hard. You sit here, you're here for 10, 12, 15 hours, whatever it takes, and you're just working your butt off, and you're just trying to create something for yourself for the future, and you just get that satisfaction feeling at the end of the day that all this hard work is paying off and it's going to create something awesome.
Like the warm and fuzzies.
Warm and fuzzies.
I love the warm and fuzzies.
Yep, exactly.
What keeps the shop going?
So you may be wondering why we have a can of peanut butter and a thing of coffee and some jam as decoration. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what makes Geek-Is-Us run on a daily basis.
Yes.
First thing in the morning, this handy what is this? Not a bottle.
Canister?
Canister. Called a canister. This handy canister full of sprinkles
Delicious.
of amazingness called coffee
Smells so good.
has kept this place alive and functioning since day one.
That same one?
This is no, it's a new one. So
Definitely
see,
not the
this
same
thing
one.
only has so much magical power in it that once it's out, you do have to replace it. It's a very magical moment, and there is definitely a ceremony behind retiring the
Canister.
the canister. Thank you, the canister, and moving on to the next one. This one is getting low. It's probably about right there.
It's been so short.
So this will have a retirement ceremony eventually, but we thank you. The next thing is peanut butter. Peanut butter, and you cannot forget jelly. Have a special place in our heart. It's a little bit lower than coffee. I don't know. Are they about the same? Like, I don't know. Coffee's got such a special place in my heart. I don't know about you.
Coffee is like the thing that gets you going, and then the peanut butter and jelly is the thing that keeps you going. It's like
I like it.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
You can't have yin without yang.
Exactly. So they're pretty much equal.
Yeah,
One cannot exist without the other.
exactly.
So when you get hungry, peanut butter
And jelly.
and jelly.
So that is literally what keeps this shop running on a daily basis. And our motivation, of course. We can't forget
Motivation.
about
Oh,
that.
yeah. Motivation, making money, making
that
customers
jazz,
happy, running a website, all that other stuff.
And
That
it all stems
from
the triple
yes,
triad,
the triple triad.
the triple triad of glory.
You don't need it with bread though. You just this.
Just take a
Just
spoon.
that. Just take
I
a
got sick of
spoon, sip a
bread.
cup of coffee.
Just hot water and take some grind. Anyways, moving forward, what kind of plans do we have for 2018?
Oh, I know.
New year, new us.
I know
What?
the answer to this question.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, gonna build nights.
Whoop whoop. What about him? Oh man, you had me all excited and you just dropped it like that.
I know. You got
Okay,
you
so
got way overhyped for that
sorry.
one.
Gun the Bill Nights, our first one is happening, like we said last week, it is happening January 12th, 5 to 8:30 p.m. here in the shop.
Somewhere in this area.
We'll have some
We're gonna
space.
make it work.
Don't worry, we'll make it work. And then today we just confirmed our first Washington State Gunpla Builders Club of their first meet with us is going to be January 28th. That's a Sunday. I believe the times there
Sunday?
are
I thought it was Saturday.
Sunday. It's 1 to
Sunday?
5,
See what I know.
1 p.m. to 5 p.m. here in the shop as well. Yeah, that'll be interesting, but we'll make that work too. So
We're really excited to have them here.
yeah,
They hit us up a few months ago about wanting to do a build night. Got too crazy in the leading up to the holidays, so now that we finally come out of the hype of that,
Let's cool down a little bit.
cooled down a little bit, we're excited to have them here in the shop.
Nice.
And continue to build that relationship up.
So here's another request we've had: Funko Trade Days, because
Funko
everybody
Trade
loves
Days?
those Funko Pops.
I've heard those are actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, do you have?
I have
Funkos?
heard.
Yeah.
I have not gone to one. I've heard of Funkos. Of course I've heard of Funkos.
You don't have Funkos.
I don't.
Just
I don't
kidding.
have a single Funko.
He has like
in my
every
whole...
stormtrooper freaking known to man. Just about. Yeah, we've been asked about Funko Trade Days a few times, and it is something we like to do. I don't know. What do you think? First quarter. What is our
I don't know
camera
what
crew over
camera
there?
crew is doing.
our traffic is dying. Our weather is dying.
You'll see
Oh
what we're
goodness.
doing.
I think they're using Snapchat
Yeah,
on us.
fantastic. So Funko Trade Days is definitely something.
So what is a Funko Trade Day? Because I don't
So-
think everybody knows.
So
what a Funko
basically,
Trade Day is.
you have an area, and you bring in all your Funko Pops that you want to like
An
trade
area,
or
like-
show off. Yes, an area.
like an area code, like 360.
Gonna make your face an area here in a
253.
second.
So like, is that how that works? Or?
Yes. So in the 253 area code,
Yeah.
in the South Hill Mall zip code,
Okay.
in the Geek-Is-Us shop, there's going to be an area. You with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay.
we're going to have an area. You're going to be able to bring your collections of pops. Either you can trade, sell, show off. And there's going to be other people, of course. They'll come around, look at yours. You go around, look at other people's. That sounds kind of odd. But anyways, so it's just a good way to meet other collectors and enthusiasts in your local community. So that is something that we have planned. All right, now we do have some questions from the audience that they would like asked.
We have an audience?
We do have an
I
audience.
thought it was just us talking to,
Yeah, sometimes.
to ourselves.
We have like 8 subscribers in the first week.
8 subscribers.
Whoop, whoop. What's
That
up?
was a
That
really
was
bad.
good. There we
Thank
go.
you.
Okay,
All right.
yin and yang.
What's the first question?
So the first question is actually to you.
Oh,
And he's from
People.
Devoned. People are wanting to know who you are. That's why we're
I
doing
thought we
this.
told me who I was.
We told you who you was to not to them. So, first question. I actually kind of like this one. If you could be any female superhero,
Spider Woman.
who would it be and why? Can I finish the damn question? Who
Well,
would
I was
it be
reading it
and
right
why?
here. I can read it.
Oh, okay. Anyways,
Oh, they don't know what the
yeah,
question
exactly.
is.
You're talking to the audience.
So, if you could be any female superhero, who would you be and why? I'd be Spider Woman.
why?
Because why not? I mean, you could shoot stuff out of your hands, and then your partner would be Spider-Man, obviously, and who wouldn't want to have Spider-Man as your like significant other?
Would you get entangled in his web?
Yeah, think about that.
Isn't it Spider Gwen?
I don't think
I'm
even
pretty sure it's
Spider Woman
Spider-Gwen.
was even a real person.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I just made that up in my head.
okay. So you'd be a Spider Woman.
I'd be a Spider Woman.
Not a Spider Gwen.
No,
Spider Woman.
I don't know who's Spider Gwen.
Spider Gwen's the pink and white one. Oh man, you are killing me. All right, Spider Woman, ladies and gentlemen.
Spider Woman.
Next, we have a question from Eldolith, and this is to both of us. What is
Geek-Is-Us.
your international shipping policy?
International shipping policy. Do we have an international shipping
We
policy?
did.
We do.
We does.
We does.
So go ahead, because this is operations. I'll let you do this.
When we first made the website, we always had difficulties with the international shipping because of calculating shipping costs and people not wanting to pay the shipping because, gosh, what did we send something to Australia once and it cost, it was actually, no, that was cheap. So like here's the thing. It's
I think the one we sent was like a happy hoodie blanket. And it
sent all the way to Australia and it cost
$35.
$35.
Yeah.
But then no, it was cheap. It was like $20. But then we sent something to Canada and it cost like $40.
2 pops to Canada was like $40. Yeah.
So we just never had a reliable way of shipping stuff internationally or an audience that was willing to pay the amount that it would cost. We do have an ability to do it now. And so it's something that we are looking into for the 2018 year is to ship internationally to other people that like to follow us and like to get our products, just can't. And there's some other issues with it, which I'm not even going to go into today.
What's the best way if I go on your site tomorrow and I want something shipped?
Oh, like right now?
Like right now. For now, until you get a
contact@geekisus.com. Send us an email of the item that you are looking to get. And we will figure out a way to get it to you affordably and work with you to get you the product.
Okay.
That is our international shipping policy. All right. From Gussie Moose, who has been a great supporter of us.
The moose is loose.
The moose is loose. And check out our stream too, Gussie Moose.
Twitch.tv.
Great. Will you be getting in more Lord of the Rings items in? My answer that I came up with is, for you, of course we will.
Hold your horses there. Okay, so we get this question asked a lot. Lord of the Rings is a great series, and the merch they create for it is just as great. And by that, I mean it's super high quality, expensive stuff. Yes, you do have your Funko Pops and your little mystery minis. Speaking of that, why don't you go get one of those mystery minis real quick?
Mystery minis?
Because they don't know about those yet.
Oh,
that we have them in. So while he grabs that for you, that we'll show you here in a second, all the other products that we can really get a hold of are, again, very specific, very high quality items. Now, I have no problem getting them in. It's just, I don't want to say I don't want to hold on to overhead, but it's very expensive stuff. So,
like when we went to the Comic-Con.
Yeah,
Chicago, it was like
you saw Weta, who pretty much owns a lot of the Lord of the Rings merchandise, and I mean their statues go anywhere from $200 up to almost $1,000. They're prop replicas, statues, just.
But like, I think she's like, "Are you gonna get another type of coffee mug in for me?"
I mean, it's things like that. I do.
Like that.
We do try to. Like we had the city puzzles, the 4D puzzles.
Yeah.
We had those. We've had a few mugs come in, the heat changing mugs. People love those. I haven't seen them come back though. The small things when they do come in, we do get them. They just don't come in as often as we'd like because, again, I think Lord of the Rings kind of holds its licenses very tight on what they give.
There's a couple others that are like that. It's hard to bring in stuff.
Unless you're like a big box company, of
course.
Unless
you're a big box, because then they can do whatever you want. If you're Amazon, you can do whatever you want. Yeah.
Amazon.
But mystery minis come in boxes like this. This is the Lord of the Rings one we just got in. You can get... You have a one in, oh gosh, they're all different now.
Before you hurt yourself. It looks like you get a Frodo, Gandalf, there's Aragorn, Legolas, Aragorn, like a different one. Some more hobbits, Saruman, Golem. I can never remember her name. The girl's name, the 2-pack. Arwen. The dwarf. What the hell's the dwarf's name? Anyways, Nazgul.
Wow.
Yeah. See, at least I knew more than you, though.
I know.
So,
what's a mystery mini?
Mystery minis are Funko blind boxes, hence mystery mini, and they're little miniature figures that look something like this.
About that tall.
They're about as that tall. Yeah. They're pretty cute, little high detailed, and they're $6.99, and they're on our website now. So if you want more Lord of the Rings and you can't absolutely wait, those are there. And
next question.
Okay.
We got a lot of questions to go through.
Yeah,
today.
we got to go through.
We're running out of time. We're approaching what? We've been
We've been doing this
Almost
for
an hour.
way too long, so let's go.
All right. How many? Oh wait, no, we skipped one.
Yeah.
Gussie Moose has one more question to
Okay.
TJ.
Okay.
Will you be coming over for dinner this week?
I was not going to, and then I
He'll
looked
be there
over
for dinner.
and realized that our jelly was very low.
He will
So
be over for dinner.
I guess I'm coming over.
It doesn't
for dinner.
matter if the jelly's low. He will be over for dinner.
From Diecast, my Funko to Geek-Is-Us. How many looks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Oh, I have the answer to this question.
Okay.
136.2.
0.2.
0.2.
There's your answer.
That's your answer. I mean, I don't know who gets 3 because I don't bite into those things. So you're sitting there and you suck on it forever. And at one point, you just like take a bite out of it, and that's
Yeah.
your 0.2 because it's not really a lick, but it's in
Okay.
your mouth.
I can dig it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So 163.2?
136.2.
136.2, I'm sorry.
And you were eating that thing slow at 163.
Hey.
All right, from
Cannoli.
Cannoli?
Cannoli tea.
Cannoli tea. I always say,
Geek-Is-Us.
I always pronounce it cannolit. Sorry, man.
When are you getting a Funko Pop exclusive? Yeah, Steven. When are we getting a Funko Pop exclusive?
I don't know, TJ. Maybe sometime in like the next
Near
couple
future.
years. The near future.
It's something we've thought about, and we do want to. Just right now, at this second, it's not in the cards. Unless a miracle kind of happens.
A
And,
miracle.
yeah. And it's actually pretty hard to get an exclusive. I can't necessarily share the details with everybody, but it's not something easy. And for what we could do with that, we feel there are other things that we can improve on
Yeah.
in the
exactly.
shop. So
So it's,
please look forward to it.
Anyways, I guess that's pretty well put. All right. How long does it take to build a Gundam? Well, it depends. Is TJ building it or am I building it?
It's not even that. It's who's building it and how much time do you want to put into it.
So, like a high grade, like one of the lowest level ones, you could build it in a few hours.
Probably.
I mean, I've built one in the shop in a day before.
Yeah.
And yeah, maybe a couple hours to 3, maybe a little longer if you want to be like really slow at it and take your time, or you get a lot of interruptions, but not too long. Master grades, what, 12 hours?
About a little bit more.
12 hours, maybe a little more. Depends how many stickers you put on too. Like if you just don't do any stickers, like you could have it done in 10 hours.
If
or
you're
something.
not painting.
Not
and
painting.
If you're not like sanding. I mean, it really just depends.
And then there's perfect grades.
Days.
Days.
Yeah.
Days. Which actually leads to the last question, the last question that he has is, what is your fastest build? I know
So, my most rushed build or my fastest build?
Oh, okay.
'Cause
I guess that's 2 different
I
questions.
built a high grade in about an hour, but it was the 8-day challenge for the Unicorn Perfect Grade. And for those of you who come to the shop, you'll see it in the window there. And we had to have it for display out in a display case in the center of the mall. And
The mall's like, hey, you got the display case on Monday, so
yeah, and today's Thursday, so have fun. So I think I was still here in the shop. You were in Hawaii. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in
You were in
Hawaii.
Hawaii, so it was just me running the shop and building this thing. I think I did it in about five or 6 days. I still need to go back and put all
Friday,
the decals
Thursday,
on it.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was 5 days.
5 days.
Yeah, because you were finishing it up the day that
right
we needed
before we put it in, yeah. And it was beautiful, and I wish I could have took my time a little bit more on it, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. Well, your next perfect grade, you'll be able to.
Yeah. And one more question from him.
Oh, my
Yeah.
bad. I thought it was the last one.
Sorry.
How much pizza can you eat in one sitting? Well, there's a lot of variables that go into this question.
Let's just say a Costco pizza.
Like last night, I only had 2 pieces of pizza.
How dare you?
I know, right?
Rude.
Well, after that giant Jersey Mike sub,
Oh,
I just
yeah.
couldn't handle more pieces. So I said there's more than just like, if I just sat down right now,
Yeah.
I'd probably eat like 3 or 4 slices of pizza because all I had is like a sandwich today. Maybe 4. I think the most I've ever eaten in one sitting ever was 5 pieces of pizza. Not Costco, but like Pizza Hut pieces.
Weak.
I know. 5 pieces.
I could probably eat half a Costco pizza.
So
by myself.
minimum is 2, half a Costco pizza. I remember when I
Don't mess with Costco pizza, man.
I bought a Costco pizza when I was a bachelor still, living by myself. I bought it on a Friday night. I ate it for Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday afternoon, Saturday at night,
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
Yep. It's your weekend meal for $10.
It's your weekend meal for $10. It's a lot of pizza. I couldn't eat pizza forever after that. How about you?
Half a Costco pizza in one sitting.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, from Solix to both of us, what is your goal for streaming Twitch in 2018? I feel like this is actually, I know you directed it towards like Geek-Is-Us in general, because Geek-Is-Us does have its own streaming channel, but the main person that streams on that is this gentleman, and he has been
used to. Yeah, not so much anymore.
Spends a lot of time here in the shop. I've started streaming Geek-Is-Us Hyperlink on Twitch, and I do the Gundam builds, and so I'll try to be doing that more often. I don't have any type of schedule out yet, but it's been a lot of fun. I get to talk to people. I've tried doing the streaming games, and I suck at it. Not gonna lie, it's hard to keep up with the game and talk to the people. So I found the Gundam builds. I can have fun building these Gundams, and I get to talk to people and talk about the shop and promote it.
Maybe I'll see if I can find a game, and I'll do one night a week, and I'll just play games with, people, customers, viewers, whatever. Anybody that wants to come in and play, and I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm not going to say it's starting next week or something, but we'll get it up and going. I'll just pick one night a week, 4 or 5 hours, do a stream night on the Geek-Is-Us channel.
So there's our plan for streaming.
There you go, Solix.
From Brandon Connolly to Geek-Is-Us. When will you be doing mystery boxes?
Will we be doing mystery boxes?
We've talked about doing mystery boxes, but we don't have any plans to do them anytime soon. I would say by the end of next year, because it was something we talked about doing for the next holiday season, doing mystery boxes that people can come in and grab, or have them available on the website for sale, just like $20 mystery bag. But as of right now, there aren't any plans, but it is an idea that we are doing for.
It's on the drawing board
for the end of next year. It's on the drawing board.
Please look forward to it. Are you planning to do more giveaways?
Definitely, we will be doing more giveaways. People really like the giveaways that we did.
Well, of course they do.
Yeah, everyone likes free stuff. So we are going to be doing more giveaways, and I think our next one's coming up. Tomorrow, or
Monday.
Probably tomorrow. Start the new year with a giveaway.
There you go. New year.
What are we giving away though?
That's set for tomorrow.
That's set for
it's
tomorrow.
A surprise. We don't tell people.
No one's gonna know.
Do you ever have monthly or yearly sales besides Black Friday? Now this kind of threw me off for a second, and then I realized why he was asking. But so the answer is yes. Actually, at least about every 2 weeks or so, we have some sort of sale going on.
We just ended one of our big sales.
Ended one today. It was the island sale.
What an island sale is.
But a lot of people don't know about it, and here's the reason why. Most of our sales we do through a system called 5 Stars, which is a rewards program set up for the people who come in the shop. So if you come in the shop, you get something, you set yourself up your little account, and then when we do sales, it notifies you, hey, Geek-Is-Us, buy one, get one half off on Pops or something for this day to this day only. And then, so we do sales, and that's something I was going to talk to you about later, but maybe how, if possible, we get people from the online onto the reward system so they know if sales are going on. I don't know how hard that'd be. It'd probably be pretty tough, but something on the drawing board.
Yeah, so one of we actually should have talked about that during the year-end review is when we did switch to having a storefront as opposed to just being online, the integration of those two have been challenging, to say the least. And so we have been able to link the inventory, so if you do see something on the website, it is in the shop, and when it sells in the shop, it's taken off the website. The next big thing is going to be gift cards. We got our fingers crossed that it'll be here in the next few months. Could be longer. And then another thing is the rewards program. We want to be able to give the points to people that do buy stuff from the website and not just from in the store. But we're a small company, it's just the two of us, so integrating all this technology, making it work is
just takes a wee bit of time.
Takes a little bit of time.
Do you accept cryptocurrency?
Nope.
Sorry.
No crypto, unless you count PayPal.
Are you hosting any events in the next year?
We talked about that.
I think we kind of went over that, yeah.
And possibly the
Funko
trades.
Yeah. And if something else pops up, maybe we'll throw an idea out there. Go ahead.
What puts your store above the rest? Me. No. Me. I put the store.
No.
Yes.
I'm here all day. I think the service and the attention that you get from us, it's one thing that kind of drives him crazy, but I try to make friends with everybody that walks through that door.
Okay,
Not necessarily a
too
good
friendly
thing, maybe a
with
little
everyone
too
that walks,
friendly.
yes.
That's just one of those things that I probably should work on. But
I'm going to go a little bit different route on this one and say that it's the fact that you can come in and buy a Gundam at a reasonable price.
yes,
And we don't try to take advantage of any of our customers. We have a great return policy. If you're not happy with the product, you can bring it back, and that goes for the website too. If you don't like it, you can send it back. The only downside is you do have to pay for the shipping. Otherwise, we're going to go bankrupt. Sorry.
yeah,
But
we're a small company.
we want every person to be happy when they leave, no matter what.
Yeah.
You buy a Gundam from us and you get it home and you open it up and you're just like, this is just not what I expected. This is so stupid. I hate Geek-Is-Us. I'm going to go down there and give them a, piece
of
my
my mind.
and walk in. I'm like, I hate this Gundam. I can't believe you'd sell it to me. And all I want to do is like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Click, click, click. Here's your money back. If you want to pick out another Gundam, go ahead. And then just be like, well,
I like this.
where are the Gundams at? Where are the Gundams at? So I think that's what sets us above. There is no argument about bringing an item back. If you've taken it home, threw it through the dishwasher, or took a sledgehammer to it, then we're probably, it just depends. It just depends.
We would try to work with you.
We would try to work with you at least. But pretty much, if you're not happy with it, we can bring it back. We want you to be happy. If you have questions, you can come in and ask them and not be ashamed. People come in just like, these look cool, but I don't know what Gundam is. I'm like, cool. I didn't know what Gundam was until a few months ago either. So let me tell you what Gundam is. And never actually watching a Gundam episode and still liking to build them, I can relate to some of these people pretty well.
So the service.
The service.
The
It goes
service.
back to the same question.
So next question. What is your favorite item that you are currently selling?
My favorite item right now is right up over there. It is the Gundam Astray Red Frame Perfect Grade. He's pretty cool. He's like doing some like needle like ninja fly through the air. But I love how posable he is, and I love the blue and the red.
The blue and the red?
The white and the red. The blue is over here. The white and the red.
Fail.
And then that other guy is he's blue. But anyways, red frame, perfect grade, Gundam, yours.
So this is gonna probably shock a few people, but I love the SH Figure Arts line. It's probably my.
That would be not the first one I would ever think of.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I love Gundams and I love Pops, but the quality and the detail and the posability of the SH Figure Arts line is probably why I continue to want to carry them here in the shop. You are a little bit more expensive, yes, but again, you're getting high detail, high quality, high posability, and they're like some of your favorite characters: Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, Naruto, the Joker, Batman. They make them for just about darn near everything.
Yeah, I guess I can get behind that. There's some cool ones that I like.
All right, so
We're running out of time, guys.
yes.
Sorry, so we're gonna have to jump through some of these questions.
we'll pick up on some of them on the next one too. So question from Bloodborne. Great streamer as well. Check him out. Twitch.tv/Bloodborne, BLUD born. What is your favorite game to play, and what is your favorite game to watch on Twitch?
I know the one I like to watch on Twitch is definitely StarCraft. I follow a couple StarCraft players, Lag TV, Maximus Black. He doesn't stream much StarCraft anymore, but that's how he started. Winter Gaming is a big one. Yeah, it's my favorite game to watch. I just put it on the background, learn different tactics. Winter Gaming is one of my favorite because he's always like talking about good like strategies,
What he's doing.
what he's doing, and he doesn't get angry. He's always like, let me show you what not to do next time, everybody. This is what you don't do. And he just has a very positive take on the game, and it's just a fresh, thing, or whatever else is on the internet. People go crazy. But to actually play, StarCraft is definitely one of my favorite games. But lately I haven't been playing it. I actually haven't touched it in a long time. I've been playing Destiny 2 and what was the other one? It's a newer game. Minecraft. Well, it's not new, but I've been playing Minecraft. Mario Odyssey.
Oh,
I'm playing a
like
lot
that.
of Mario Odyssey, and then I just recently beat Zelda Breath of the Wild. I wouldn't say they're my favorite games, but those are like the ones I played recently that I've had the most fun playing. So of all time, StarCraft, but those other games are some of the latest ones I've been playing that I like.
very nice. For me, watching on Twitch, I'd have to say the League World Championships.
You talk about
Like
them all the time.
when some people watch football on Saturday night, Super Bowl, and they're going all crazy, dude. That's me. Like during leagues, I'm in the shop, like, get him! He used this flag, wow! I'm just all over the place with it, and people are like walking by, like, what is wrong with this guy in here? And I'm like, guys, you gotta come watch this, watch, replay. You know, it's insane. So, I love watching the League World Championships.
What's your favorite game to play?
Oh man, to play, I haven't had a chance to play a lot of games too much lately. I played Final Fantasy 14 for a bit. I love playing League. I'm terrible at it, but I love playing it. I haven't played Overwatch in a while. I should probably get back into that. I'm gonna have to just probably say 14 for now because it's the last thing that I've really gotten to play for a long time.
I've heard those are all actually really fun games. Never played them. Anyways, next question.
So we're going to skip a couple of them. Like I said, we will come back to them next week. We are running really short on time here, though. So the last one for the day is going to be from Nerd Nerfer. And what's one thing you want to carry that you currently don't or doesn't fit the geeky line?
I pretty much answered that question when we talked earlier about the opening, and I showed him the crappy shirt. I want to carry, like, we already have T-shirts, but I want to carry our own shirts.
Our own clothing line?
Yeah, so I want to walk in and be like, you know what, this design looks cool, put it on a T-shirt and throw it up in the shop. That's what I want to do. It fits the geeky line, and it's something that we can do, and it'll cut out the middleman. And
but it doesn't fit the geeky line.
What says or doesn't?
Oh, okay.
Or doesn't.
Or doesn't.
There's nothing in here that I would want to carry that doesn't fit the geeky
Yeah,
line.
because that wouldn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
I'd like to carry our own decals or stickers.
That'd be cool.
Like, just some simple, basic 1 or 2 color.
I would want to carry
decals.
more geek face products in general as well.
Like our own face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, could be something simple like chapstick or those. No, seriously, people love that kind of crap.
Chapstick.
Well, like, you know, like little knickknacks, pens, pencils.
Okay, I get pens, but chapstick.
Yeah,
Oh,
chapstick.
gosh.
Like my lips are chapped right now.
And this is where we bring the video to a crashing halt.
There's one more question.
Okay.
asked. We're gonna ask one more question. We're gonna call it a day. It's from Tilled Lyric, and she asked, "If you could give me a raise, how much would it be?" And I actually am feeling very generous right now.
Okay, so this is all you.
I felt like we should give her like a 200 or 300% raise.
Okay.
I
So
feel like that's very
$45
fair.
an hour.
Well, the problem is that she makes $0 an hour right now.
Okay.
So if I raised it 300%,
Uh-huh.
then she still makes $0
Oh.
an hour. So
Well, that's very kind
Yeah,
of you,
yeah.
good sir.
yeah, so you're welcome for your 300% raise.
You can pick a pop off the shelf.
No, we said 2 pops. Remember?
Oh, 2 pops
Two
off the
pops
shelf.
off the shelf.
Merry Christmas. That's messed up.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Speaking of that, it is 7:30.
It's about that
on
time.
New Year's Eve.
We got plans.
So we're gonna call this video an end.
Yes.
Close.
Thank you
Conclusion.
guys. Do follow us on our social media at Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all Geek-Is-Us.
I'm Geek-Is-Us Hyper on Twitter.
Hold on. Oh, sorry.
Really?
You're right.
You want to interrupt me?
Go again.
I interrupted you, so that's only fair. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I was going to say, check us out online at our own online shop at www.geekisus.com. You can find this man.
GeekIsus.
Where can they find you?
Geek-Is-Us.com.
And then
And then Twitter. Is that hashtag?
at.
Okay, what's the hashtag?
There's no hashtag. They're all at.
But I swear it's the pound sign.
Yeah, that's when you are
Hashtag.
like trying to get a group.
Oh, okay.
At.
Hashtag Geek-Is-Us Hyper.
At Geek-Is-Us Hyper. Until next time, you all have a safe and fun New Year's, and we look forward to seeing all of you in 2018. Ow!
Have a good night.